Wan Ho is the new king in men's singles. The Korean rose to #1 at the end of May, becoming only the 6th incumbent of the world's top spot in 8 years. The South Gyeongsang native has been wearing Korean colors for more than a decade. He first caught the attention of the badminton world when he won his maiden World Superseries title at the Yonex Sunrise India Open in 2012. What's striking about Son is his calm demeanor on court, something he's developed over the years to help cope with the demands of the sport.
I would get very nervous and feel a lot more pressure in my early years. I was not sure how to cope with it, as I didn't have much experience then. But as my career developed and I played even more, I naturally gained more experience and I know how to deal with situations on court. I began to adjust to playing on different courts or arenas and have learned how to adapt to different environments. I was then able to cope with the pressure and knew how to prepare for all situations. With more experience under my belt, I started to feel more comfortable and began to enjoy my matches a little more. It's still a learning process for me, as it's still not easy taking all the pressure off my back, but I've learned how to deal with it.
After the 2012 victory in India, he triumphed at 3 Grand Prix Gold tournaments before he claimed his second Super Series crown at the 2014 Hong Kong Open. Then, the medals dried up.
I've competed in many matches and at many tournaments, but not a lot of them ended with the results I wanted. It can be very disappointing and disheartening. But from last year onwards, the results started to come in. My performances got better, especially so from the Olympics. That gave me more confidence. And of course, wanting to achieve more definitely drives me to further better my game.
Things started to pick up for Son in the Olympic year. Several latter stage finishes in 2016, including runner-up finishes at Super Series tournaments in Singapore, Korea, and Denmark, and a Grand Prix gold title at the Jeju Victor Korea Masters, saw Son finally rediscover his form. The key to his recent top ranking has been his consistency over the past 12 months. While titles have eluded him this year, Son's defensive and endurance-built game makes him a tough opponent to beat, and his staying power at tournaments has helped maintain a constant flow of ranking points to exceed his rivals. Son is only the second Korean in the men's solo discipline after Lee Hyun-il in 2004 to enjoy world #1 status.
It is the first time I'm ranked #1 in the world. I'm obviously very happy and excited about it. It is something that's not easy to achieve, to be the best in the field, and it was a great feeling when it happened.
The highlight of 2017 for Son was a Total BWF Sudirman Cup, in which he played a pivotal role to help win the title. In the quarterfinals, Son edged out Chinese Taipei's Cho Tien-chen in a tight and intense match to give Korea the advantage. And against Thailand in the last 4, Son used his experience against a younger but more aggressive Supanyu Avihingsanon, changing his tactics to good effect after losing the first game.
He had a good attacking ability, but his endurance was his weakness. In the first game, I had a hard time with his aggressive attack and was not quite ready for it, and I was often caught off guard. But from the second game onwards, I dragged him into a series of long rallies, which prevented him from executing his attacking game.
Although he was not fit to participate in the final, Son was on hand to cheer on his teammates and join in the jubilant celebrations when Korea successfully wrestled the cup from China.
As any player would agree, Playing in the finals was definitely a big deal. Unfortunately, I was not feeling well on that day. I cheered for my teammates and tried hard to keep the spirits up for the team, as if I was on the court myself.
Korea will no doubt look to their world #1 shuttler for silverware at next month's Total BWF World Championships. And with Son's recent good showing, he has a decent shot at the coveted men's crown in Glasgow.
일단은 올해 목표는 이제 세계 개인 선수권.
My goal for this year is to achieve better results than before in the World Championships. It is certainly my target for this year. As for my other future goals, I haven't really thought of it in detail yet. But for now, it is to keep my status as a national team member and also to keep helping the younger players in the team. I hope I can help them to develop and improve their game. I also need to stay fit and injury-free if I want to stay as the best.
생각으로 좀 같이 훈련하고 있습니다, 여기서.
The Korean will be one to watch in Scotland. Son Wan Ho will hope to follow up his exploits at the Sudirman Cup with a strong performance at the World Championships.